Hello everybody, this is Grayzo. Welcome back to a Game of Thrones in Crusader Kings. Today we have a new Dynasty legacy, and I think it would be good to start off the episode by selecting this. In between episodes, I have tidied up our prison. Last episode we did have an uprising which allowed us to revoke titles and distribute land to Ironborn soldiers, so there's more puppets planted in the Vale. The Riverlands are two kingdoms which we've stolen, and of course Ironborn culture is present in the Iron Islands because it starts there. So what do we want next? Diplomatic range, no good to me. Prestige and fame from battles, don't know whether I want that. I think I want stuff to help me scheming, because we're currently trying to do to get hooks. So hostile success chance and agent bribe cost. I mean, what happens if we get over here? Scheme secrecy. Okay, let's just have a look before we choose that, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. We can also select a congenital trait for a dynasty and make everybody kind of like giants in the future. Make everybody quick. I mean, this is good. It just gives us an extra 10%. We can be pleasant to look at. This gives us overall bonus for all of our stats, or a health boost. And then eventually we'll get life expectancy up as well. Welcome back to the episode. If you're new, this is a custom dynasty playing the Game of Thrones mod in Crusader Kings III. We're about 30 episodes in, and we've taken 3 kingdoms with the goal of becoming independent and taking over all of Westeros. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is title creation. Casus Belli cost, it doesn't really bother me. I think we're going to go with the scheme chance, because we are actually scheming right now. Let me show you. I'm going to murder this guy. This guy used a hook to get himself onto my council, and he's terrible, and it's impacting my money. So hopefully he kicks the bucket pretty soon, in about 9 months it looks like. And I think that brings you up to speed since the last episode. So we have a granddaughter here who is going down intrigue, so we want to teach her the ways of the stabby, and we'll get a genius to educate her. So what do we want to do today? Well, we want to, I suppose, like, we could do really anything with the stats that we have, but we want to fabricate a hook. And the person, let me just show you this, the person I think is most relevant to get a hook on, where was, like, who is the strongest? That's after changing. I wanted to show you this because previously when the Stormlands were run by a different family, it looks like Straw of End, I'm not sure which family this is, has taken over. They had 200,000 soldiers. Maybe it was a bug, not sure, but I was like, okay, maybe that'll be a good one to get a hook on. So let's just look at military strength. And after the Targaryen king, I have the biggest military, so that's great. The Reach is next with 73,000 soldiers. And if I was... I cannot fabricate a hook currently because I am not doing the intrigue focus. That makes a ton of sense. So, I mean, we could switch over and switch into intrigue and just get truth as relative. I think I'm going to do that. And what I think I'm going to do that and just take this straight up +3 intrigue bonus. And we're going to work our way to get truth as relative. I wonder if that intrigue bonus has impacted this. Secrecy has gone up a little bit. We're just going to hit play, progress a little bit of time here, and see if anything interesting happens in between us kind of killing this guy on our council. People in my court keep on dying, which is a little bit weird. Sworn Shield, let's get somebody new. Personal champion, get somebody new in there as well. We're spending a lot of money, but we are boosting quite a lot of our stats by doing this. I have an option to go to a hunt. I have not done a hunt in a long time, so why don't we do that? We should have the gold to do it. I am going to hire some experienced captains, which brings down the level of danger, and maybe some mercenary guards too. And that's Too risky. That brings down the danger to 0. So let's go ahead and join this guy's hunt. My dog is playing with his toy in the background if you hear some growling. I promise you, every time I go on a hunt, I don't growl. It's we got him a new toy, so he's happy out. Hopefully you're having a nice day. Let me know your thoughts on the series so far. I know there's a couple of you that have been following the Kane Dynasty going into the Riverlands, pillaging the Vale, and next up I think will be becoming independent and establishing the Iron Empire. If you have any thoughts or feedback, I would love to hear it. Traveller, a foreign trade. It's not the first time I catch courtier Harma fiddling around with some flowers she's been picking up along the road. Sometimes I swear I even hear him sighing. Is that not a her? Interesting. Her, him, whatever. So opinion. Don't necessarily want the friendship. I convince her to stay. Who is this lady? Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna convince her to stay purely on the fact that she is a member of my staff. So stay around. I don't want to hire somebody new. Oh look, the Valerians own some land in the Riverlands. He's actually one of my vassals. Interesting. 145 gold. No, we don't want to do that. Fascination discovered. We've discovered cranes. So let's have a look at what we want to focus on next. Whoops. It is this one. And what innovation are we focused on? So we've kind of gone all the way through this one, which is great. Okay, we're all the way through the Iron Age, so we're on the Steel Age now, and the only one that's left is the Vying Right, which will give me short range duration. Average development goes up. How long will that take? 3 years? Yeah, let's check it off the list. That way then we can move into the next phase. Agent removed from a scheme. I didn't even know I had an agent in there. This guy is going to kick the bucket in 6 months. Let's speed up time. So this has happened to me already in this playthrough, and it looks like chivalry, right? It's like a tradition that I could get essentially for free, but it didn't work last time around. So I'm actually just going to take the diplomacy and the prowess this time. How's my stats looking? Look at this guy. Like, he's just across the board. I think it's because he's a genius. Across the board, just a really, really good character. I can take over as a guide. Okay, again the rival by doing that. That wasn't great, was it? Okay, who am I on the hunt with? Lord Roderick. I'm a competent guide. Okay, that worked out. I gain a hunting raptor for 5 years. Prowess goes up. I'm making 45 of it a month. I don't know whether I need that. Yeah, well, I'm actually just going to take the stress and increase the chances of the success in the hunt. Antiquarian position vacated. Oh my god. Please, people in my court, stop dying. I need you to stick around. Let's make the blind man the antiquarian. See how long he lasts. Someone might need to show him around. I am going to... The last episode, well, the previous one before this one was super long, so I am just going to keep an eye on how long we're recording. Okay, just going to speed this up a little bit. Gain some hunter experience, and we get some prestige. Okay, cool. So it was worth joining that hunt. Powerful vassals want council positions. You are terrible, so let's not do that. And it does say we'll lose land if this person dies. Can we arrange a marriage with maybe my cousin and him? Maybe not my cousin. Maybe just somebody. Somebody and him. Like, what? Who's it going to go to? Can I just revoke this guy's title? He is not... He has a feudal contract. Right. Okay. Yeah. Forget about that. Somebody else can fix that. I'm not his liege. Let his liege worry about that. I can fight against her, make her leave. I think that makes sense. She can gain the trait wounded. Yeah, let's do that. Let's wound our rival. It's a good chance that she dies then. She's now peg-legged and wounded. We can get building construction goes down. Development growth goes up. Holding taxes goes. Is that in pike? Yeah, okay. That's our capital. That sounds fantastic. Let's do that. That should impact our income. So we could be taking land here. This guy, oh no. Knight's quality have improved. Yes, he's improved his qualities. He's also going to die in like 2 months. It's the same dude. Whoops. So let's get this guy off the council and then let's get into some other schemes, shall we? This guy's wandering. He is faith up to 7. Trample him. Okay. So this is again, look, this is another cultural tradition. Storytellers. Guardians of this culture are more effective. My dog's on his way over to say hello to me. That's his pitter patter on the floor. I don't want scheme secrecy to go down. So let's say I told a good story for 5 years, and that will get me vassal opinion and diplomacy. My diplomacy should be pretty good now. 35. Okay. 76% chance. That's basically 100%, right? Yeah, he's gone. Okay, so now what we can do is actually hire somebody that's good at stewardship. 21, it's not great. So let's see if we can maybe marry someone in to our court. We want someone that's an adult that's unmarried. And we want gender female. I think we can only have male people on the council. I could be mistaken, but Inga is going to marry somebody here. That is fantastic at stewardship. So, like this guy's 28. He is ambitious, diligent, and deceitful. So that doesn't seem good. Ambitious, diligent, and deceitful. Oh my god, all of them are the same. Why don't we do like some of all skills here? And then do this. Domund. He is deceitful, diligent, and ambitious. I think that's probably the same dude that I just picked. What about brave, stubborn, and lustful? He's younger. Let's get this guy in. Matrilineally, he'll marry into the Kane family, and we'll get a new steward. Okay, he's in. Now we should be able to assign him to that position. Fantastic. Can we ask him to convert? No, it doesn't seem like it. But now we're making more money. And I want him to, like if I do collect taxes or promote culture, increase development. Do I want to just keep on building up pike? Yeah, let's build up pike. Let's continue building up pike. Okay, now that we have our council position and that guy kind of gone, how far are we away from intrigue? We're a couple of months away from getting the trait, so we will speed up time again. Well-fed travelers. Travel speed goes up. I don't really care about travel speed. I don't want to get wounded, or you can just lose stress. I'll just lose some stress. Okay, looks like we're home, which is good. Have we... I know I probably check this every single time. Every single time, but when can we add in only the strong? Seven years. Okay, cool. It's like you might see these episodes back to back or the same week, but generally I kind of pre-record these a couple of days out. He has converted to the drowned god faith, which is beautiful. So this is a kid that I kind of invited to my court purely because he was a dwarf, because I kind of play around with characters that have funny traits. I have a hook on him. His liege is here, right, in the Lordship of Erinfort. So this place, this lovely place, Erinfort here, and he's next in line. So if we were to murder his father, actually, how's his health? We may not need to murder him. He's feeling fine at the moment. The person that's in charge next is of our faith, which is good for us. Meanwhile, we will arrange a marriage with this guy. He has now, I think, checked off the box that we want, and we're going to arrange a marriage with someone of our family. It doesn't look like we're able to do that. Like he'll marry them, but he wants to keep his name if he has kids. So I think that's okay. That's fine. That was like a little bit of a side project that I was doing. Oh, by the way, side project. Another side project. What happens when a giant marries a dwarf? The question on everybody's lips. Well, this is what happens. I married a giant to a dwarf. Halleck and Mole Bloodfang. They were destined to be together. And they've now had a child whose name is Garrick Bloodfang. And he's just regular, right? He's just a regular dude. So if ever you were wondering what happens if a dwarf and a giant have kids, well, now you know, right? So I'm going to keep them pinned because in case you have another kid, maybe the first one is just normal. And the second one's a dwarf. Third one's a giant. Who knows? But that's an interesting little thing that we got going on up here. We're going to kind of do our little own eugenics program in the game, get some funky characters, and have a bit of fun. So stick around to see Halleck and his weird kids. Again, I just pulled him into the court because he was a giant. So playing the main game is fun, but playing the main game and doing your own little kind of weird science is way funner. Might lead to gaining me an artifact. Sure, go ahead. Create an artifact based on my instructions. Can I get something truly unique? Is that an option? Is that an option? Please pop up with that as an option. We will hold court because it's been a long time since we've done that. And I'm just going to click the bottom one there. Someone is killed by me. Pollard. Why would I kill her? She's the wrong fate. No, I don't want to. I imprison her. So what? She's been sending sensitive information off with her head. Kill her immediately and get this guy married to somebody way more loyal. And look, someone marry one of the Hightowers. Go ahead. And matrilineal marriage. This lady seems to be pregnant. Yeah, don't marry her. That'll be all sorts of weird. Is there anybody that's a genius that you can marry? Or potentially a dwarf? Here's an Ironborn character. She's a genius. Go nuts. There you go. Sorry you chopped your wife's head off. Here's a new wife. I get a pet dog for 300 gold. Or a cat. Or we could get dog lovers, which is a perk for 30 years, which gives us a health boost. It's so expensive, though. I'll take the dog. I'll take the dog, absolutely. What are we going to call him? Well, we're going to call him the same name we call every dog in the series. The name of my dog in real life. The pup that's sitting right below my desk right now. You hear him pitter-pattering around. His name is Hooch. So Hooch is now immortalized in the House Kane Dynasty, or playthrough. Okay, so I think we could probably do a war while we're waiting here. What do you think? You think we should take the Gleaming Plains? I think we should probably take this. Yeah, let's do it. Getting a little bit too peaceful for my liking. So why don't we raise our troops? Yeah, I suppose up here in the big green spot. Did I change my banner, by the way, to yellow just to match our flag? Little subtle things make all the difference. And let's raise our men-at-arms. Just our men-at-arms. Look at all of them squadrons. Because our supply duration up here is terrible. But we'll let that do its thing. We're fighting against 5,000 soldiers. We'll raise about, I don't know, 11,000, give or take ourselves. And the captain of the ocean can, well, looks like we can add this guy who's 23 prowess. I completely forgot his name. I have a new son. What was that guy's name? This one. Wraithscar. There he is. Force him to fight. And hang on. Let us go here. We can force this guy to fight. We can actually just let that do its thing in the background because I don't think they're going to defeat us if they come and attack us. And when we come in together here, we'll just merge into one big, massive Ironborn army. Okay. There it is. Okay, so why does that keep happening? There we go. Another thing, like I keep on replacing these what are they called? Accolades? Captains and accolades every so often. And I think the reason why I'm doing it is I'm putting really crap people in these positions. So like I'm looking at like the first person in the list. I should really start to use hooks and marriages to drag in people that are better so I don't have to replace them as often. So keep a note for that for the future, please. I'm talking to myself here because that could be really useful for me. This is a stuttering woman who is zealous, and unfortunately she is going to die. Zealous trait we cannot convert, so that you are also going to die. Sorry, folks. Gotta keep my dread up. Keep your dread above water. Okay. We're gonna siege this real quick. Like it's not even funny how quick we siege up here. Go and take everything. I'm gonna siege the territories because we get gold from it, and we get prisoners. So it's kind of fun to do. Look how quick it's like 7 days. I suppose it's a camp and there's 11,000 Ironborn landed on it. It's not going to take, like it's probably, if there's a load of tents there, they're probably going to get blown over. They're likely going to unsiege their capital. Come in here for a fight. Come fight me. You dogs. Successor. Look, I just spoke about it. Captain of the Ocean needs a worthy successor. That person is just gone now. So my sworn shield 22, Kel, from the famous show Keenan and Kel. Here it goes. Okay. Looks like nobody's leading this army. That's a bad move. There we go. Just before the fight, we stuck a commander in. Can we come? Oh, they just slipped by me. Just skated by me on the ice. Okay, we'll win decisively. This should end the war. Should be. Oh, come on, catch their army, man. They must have snowshoes on. My son that was born, this guy over here, Lord Dagger. I'm going to ask him to become a martial education. We're going to get somebody that is a genius to educate him. And we will get him married for a really good alliance with Old Town this time. 21,000 soldiers. That seems like a good move to me. Let's get an alliance with Old Town. Their children will be born into House Kane. What does succession look like for Old Town? Who's this lady? Is this lady? Can I say arrange a marriage with Le niece? Okay, Le niece. Not to be confused with Le nephew. Alliance power. Le niece. She doesn't seem to be on the list. Let's take Elise. Okay, let's do that. That gets us some really strong allies. Like I have Old Town. I have this one for 4,000. And probably the easiest way to check this is to just like if I was. Oh, my army's erased. Never mind. I'll show you in a second. Relax. Higher quality, sure. 100% war score, boom. Let's take this duchy. Disband our soldiers. Enemy combatants captured. The land that we've just taken here, the West Shelf. I probably have too many held duchies now. I can create the title of the Gleaming Plains. Let's do that. And we'll grant that to... I have a vassal up here, right? I definitely have a vassal somewhere. This guy. Grant titles. Let's give him all of this. Now he loves me. I did make a mistake. I noticed that I made a mistake by giving away the Great Ice River Kingdom title. This guy is actually He's a member of my family, right? So it's kind of good for the dynasty. We get renown, but he has the same level of authority as me now. So that was a bad move. Yeah. Okay. So you can designate a guardian for Samantha. Samantha is a decent character. Let's get her married off as well. And we'll get somebody with inheritable traits. We'll get somebody that's a kid, because we're not weird like that. We're not going to marry her to like a 60-year-old man or anything. Oh my god, look. Can't resist. There's a dwarf available. Of course I'm going to pick the dwarf. And I want we want matrilineal marriage. Okay. Matrilineal. I could marry her to a Targaryen. A intelligent Targaryen. Let's do that. Seems like a good move. Too few concubines. Let's take this lady as a concubine. Even though, who is she? She's my courtier. She's kind of related to me, but we might get a cool kid out of it. Let's just see what happens with that little side story, shall we? My glory is widely known. I know, I'm pretty good at taking land. Where is this intrigue perk? Increased military presence. Okay, let's speed up time. I've just died. Stop. Just stop the lights. Stop the ship. Stop the boat. I want to get off. What happened? He's given up the ghost. He died in his sleep. No way. An inveterate diplomat. There was no argument he could not peacefully resolve. Peacefully resolve. Let's just have a look at this guy here. Hang on. Oh, I can't. I want to show you how many people he killed. Anyways, we'll check that maybe a different time. We're going to place Lord Harlon. And Lord Harlon is going to become... The work will continue. Lord Harlon is our new character. And the first thing we're going to do with Lord Harlon is change his name to Lord Calico. And he's going to become Calico V. Calico V. Much better name. This is Lord Calico V, everybody. And he's married to a 9-year-old woman. I don't know why. But this lady becomes my friend. Who are you? She'll get a hook on me then. No, let's not do that. Okay. He didn't like that character did not last long at all. Let's slow down. Let's slow it down a little bit. Slow it down. Can receive this person to my court. Yeah, sure. I'll spend the money. So dangerous faction. What's the faction for? This guy wants the Riverlands. Okay, don't have to worry about that. Lower Crown Authority. Here we go again. Do you remember this? We had to do this last time. Like 2 episodes ago or 1 episode ago. It's all a blur to me. We want to choose what lifestyle. Oh, he's an intrigue character. Lovely. He has truth as relative. Even better. We're going to go straight skullduggery with this character. We're going to... I mean, his dad was called the Shrewd. And this guy is just going to be Lord Calico V. We'll need a new council. We're betrothed to this little lady for absolutely no reason. So let's break this betrothal and let's get a good wife. I think it would be good to marry purely for intrigue. Like, purely for intrigue. Actually, he has no kids. He has no kids. We have to marry for traits. Okay. I have genius and handsome. So we want Herculean and then we'll have all 3. Okay. And then we want to do some of all skills to get the best one. Best one of the lot. And this lady is vengeful, gregarious, stubborn, and patient. Lustful, stubborn, paranoid. This one's younger. The Shoemaker. Welcome to the family, Shoemaker. Make me a set of shoes. So, we've got a better wife. And this means that I think we'll be able to get the title The Bloodfather if we have kids on our next character. You're like, what the heck does that mean? I need to take the dread because I'm a new king. Sorry. I think I just whipped somebody there for no reason. What is the trait The Bloodfather? Well... It's this one. You have genius, beautiful, and Herculean. So, what does succession look like when I don't have a kid here? Who am I going to play as next? My half-brother, Lord Alvin. Interested. Okay. Wow. So what we'll do is we'll set this character up for success. We'll take a look at the lands that he owns. And we may have to wrap up... Do I still hold Pike? I do. Okay. We'll wait for that marriage to come true. We'll get our wife to help us with stewardship. If she can. Can you just help me with stewardship for now? It doesn't impact how many holdings I can hold. Crap. We'll get her to help me with intrigue, which boosts that to 28. Meanwhile, we will give away the Eerie. I mean, it's not really giving me. It's only giving me two taxes, right? River Run is giving me... Why is it giving me no taxes? Everything's disabled. It's because it's a different faith. Pike is Ironborn. This is Ironborn. That is Ironborn. This one's... The Eerie's fate to the 7. Oh, Volmark would be a good one to give away. Above the main limit. I know, I'm aware. Concubines. Let's do that. I think was the same inbred lady that we tried last time with her father. So we're going to give away the Eerie just for a split second here, I think. And we want to give it to someone who has opinion of me. That is an adult. This guy is of the Vale, so why don't we give that to him? Okay. That fixes our domain. It will make us slightly less powerful, but now we can go to our court and... oh, we could have just hired somebody for this position and fixed our our taxes. Well, hang on. Plus 14 a month sounds good to me. Okay, Chancellor. No powerful vassals that are good at it, so we'll assign this guy. Everybody kind of hates me. I'm not sure why. This guy is a powerful vassal, so we'll get him involved. Spy Master. Need somebody good. We'll assign my Master of the Hunt into that position. And you are terrible. Is there anybody better? No. Okay. You're also terrible too. Okay, so I want you to work on, not foreign affairs, I want you to work on domestic affairs, so vassal opinion, please. You can, yeah, I've already set that. I want you to manage the Royal Guards, which will decrease hostile schemes, just for now, and I'll get you to disrupt schemes, just so I don't get murdered. And yeah, we'll just work on income for now. Train for a tournament, that will increase prowess, let's absolutely do that. And we have some options for armor. So +3 prowess, +4 prowess. Okay, that's fine. I think all the... We can just break this for gold. Break that for gold. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. So... I thought I already got a concubine there, faction created against me. How long will this take before it blows up? 8 months. I need allies. I don't have any kids. Oh, this is going to be tough. We might need to lower crown authority with this character, unless we can get an alliance somehow. And we need money to pay. I can transfer this guy to that guy. Let's do that. Makes us slightly weaker, I think. We can hold court. Is there anything that will improve? Sorry, let's just see. Court artifacts. Ooh, picked the wrong thing there. Okay, back in. I will decorate the character. Actually, I like his outfit. Let's keep him as is. Every non-Ironborn vassal gets 10 opinion of you. Every non-Ironborn vessel. Sure, let's do that. Okay. Every held county gets weapon ban in cities. Open weapons permitted. Popular opinion. Let's take that. Okay, how did that impact people on the council? Not a lot. Folks, that's where we're going to wrap up for today. Lord Calico IV didn't last too long. So far, just to have a look at our lineage, we only played as him for 8 years. Is that the shortest reign so far? 8 years? Let's just see. 4 months as Lord Timur. Poor Timur. 9 months. Lord Sargon, yeah, he got sick like almost immediately. Okay, 4 months is the winner so far. How long will Lord Calico V last? Tune into the next episode to find out. Do leave your thoughts, feedback, and comments below. I look forward to reading them all. And let's see what this guy has in front of him. Let's see what his journey looks like. I think his goal will remain the same. Try get a hook. Actually, we can fabricate a hook. Let me. Oh, whoa. Let's fabricate a hook on the reach. Let's do that. Oh, you have a 90% chance of getting a hook on the reach. Beautiful. So let's get that started. That could give us some alloys, and I will add them to our independence faction. This guy, Lord Calico V, could help us get independence. Tune into the next episode to see that. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.